So I guess whether we can actually call this some Roblox drama or not is a little more towards the debatable side of things, but purely because of the fact that I have no idea what else I could possibly call it. I guess we're just going to stick along the lines of drama or controversy, basically just any word in that area. But from the very first time I saw anything about this specific drama, I didn't necessarily think anything of it, and I didn't bother to look any further into it because I just thought it was pointless and none of it really made any sense to me, hence the whole "the most confusing Roblox drama ever" title situation that we have going on. The new imposter game on Roblox stole my diver oxygen tank without permission and is hitting 10k concurrent players with assets he didn't make. And the first thing I noticed is that this tweet was created yesterday and the game in question was created just 4 days ago at this point, but it went from 10,000 players yesterday to now constantly around 40,000 players and pretty much 4 million visits. So in just 4 days of its short but sweet existence, it certainly looks like this game has achieved a lot, but at what cost has all of this success come? Ask me if you can use my assets, I would have said yes, but now I'm angry. So if you are slightly confused at this point, trust me, I am too, but basically the person who tweeted this is a UGC creator and they created an accessory to put on sale in the catalogue called the Diver Oxygen Tank for 100 Robux. And as you can see, it's now being used on the default characters in this new Roblox game known as Imposter, but there is a few reasons that I find this mini controversy to be super confusing, and we will delve into each one of those reasons as this video progresses. But first of all, I think we should talk a little bit about what Imposter is. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and you will become my favourite person in the whole entire world. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already because we are super duper close to 270,000 subscribers. So Imposter is a new game on Roblox and like I said, it literally appeared out of nowhere just 4 days ago and very quickly shot up to the level of popularity that it has right now. But I think the main reason everyone is talking about it and the only reason the word is spreading around so quickly is because it's another game on Roblox that was heavily inspired by Among Us, and they obviously didn't try to hide it, as made evident by the "inspired by Among Us" sitting in the description of the game. I'm not going to go into too much detail towards everything about the game and what exactly the game entails, although I suppose I could keep that for its whole separate video on its own, because I do feel like I have a lot to say and talk about, but I do want to keep this particular video only dedicated to what happened on Twitter with the UGC creator. So obviously right now we know that characters used within the game are currently wearing a UGC accessory created by the UGC creator, and to put a long story short, they are not very happy with this happening because apparently the creators of the game did not ask for permission to use the hat in their game. So I just want to warn every Roblox developer that wants to use the Roblox UGC accessories in their games to ask before they do so, just out of respect for the owner's property, because we can DMCA. The UGC items are not yours, so please ask us kindly before you use them. I'm sure the owners won't say no. So this take on things is really interesting to see, although it's equally as confusing because I have never seen someone react this way to this happening before. So what they are saying is that because the creators of Imposter are using the Diver Oxygen Tank UGC accessory in their game, that supposedly means that the person who created that UGC hat is allowed to DMCA take down the entire game only because that one tank is being used on the characters. Now, right off the bat, this would absolutely make perfect sense to me if this was an asset from a game outside of Roblox, because that's exactly what happened with Pokemon Brick Bronze. That game was directly using multiple assets that were taken straight from Nintendo, so as sad as it was, Nintendo did have every right to take that game down, and that's exactly what they decided to do. But what makes it so confusing in this case is that to us, it literally just looks like a hat in the Roblox catalogue, and of course if you're making your game on the Roblox platform, Roblox really couldn't care less if you use their hats from their catalogues inside of your games, people have always done that, and obviously we have never thought anything of it, and not once has anyone ever done a double take at the sight of a Roblox hat inside of a Roblox game, which is why I truly believe that the creators of Impostor didn't think anything of it, and I'm at least 99% sure that they didn't mean to use the asset in a malicious way. They very likely just thought it looked cool and it was probably perfect to use in their game and on their characters. Like, even I can admit that if I was a game developer on Roblox and if I was looking through the catalogue to see which hats I could use for the avatars inside of my game, the thought of asking for permission to use the UGC accessories wouldn't even cross my mind once. It's certainly not something we are used to on Roblox, and it's not something we have ever seen someone have a problem with before, but that can kind of go both ways with me, because as much as I wouldn't even think to ask for permission, I also wouldn't care in the slightest if someone used my accessories in their game if I was a UGC creator. That's absolutely not to say that this person also should not care, because they have every right to be bothered by this situation, but I just know that it wouldn't be a problem to me if it was happening to me personally. Although I would like to mention that the UGC creator in question does have every right to be upset and angry over the fact that the game is using their accessory without asking for proper permission to do so first, and I tried to research to confirm this, but I couldn't really find anything that stood out in this area of things, because like I've said a few times now, this just really hasn't happened before. But I then saw another UGC creator replying to someone that just about confirms what I previously was confused about. Actually, you are incorrect. Roblox has given us full IP ownership of our UGC items, and there is a process that Roblox upholds that if we file a DMCA takedown request for an item being used in a game, Roblox has to comply. Don't use assets that you don't have permission to use. And seeing this made everything else kind of just fall into place on its own, because this reply makes more sense than anything else I have seen. And whilst it does make sense to give UGC creators the full ownership to literally their own assets that they created, it just seems kind of interesting, because surely this must mean that clothing designers can also throw out the same consequences. What I mean by that is that obviously UGC stands for user generated content, which technically means that clothing also falls under the category of UGC. And so if a Roblox developer uses a random shirt they found in the Roblox catalog on an NPC character inside of their game, and if the original creator of that shirt didn't give them permission to use the shirt in their game, does that mean that the creator of the shirt can take down the entire game? Because that's exactly what can happen with the creators of the UGC accessories, and this isn't confirmed at all, but going on the same logic, I'm pretty sure that that would also go the same way for the clothing designers on Roblox. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the matter, and this was the whole reason that I wanted to make this video, but in the end, all turned out to be well because this happened. I granted the developer access, he contacted me. I was always pretty sure that neither side had any malicious or harmful intentions with this. The game creators just saw a cool hat and decided to use it in their game. Then the creator of the hat got upset because the game creators didn't ask for permission to use the hat, but then the game creators contacted the hat creator and all turned out to be well in the end. But anyway, what you guys think of quite possibly the most confusing Roblox drama I have seen in a while. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.